by telling you all that I love my dad so much, and he is honestly the funniest person I've ever met in my life. If you want to meet him later, he will be the one on the dance floor all night doing his favorite move, the finger guns. There have been so many countless times in my life that I could think of funny things my dad has said and done, and not all of them have been on purpose. My dad is the type of person that gets extremely excited for things, such as holidays and vacations, which puts everyone else in a great mood. He was so excited a couple years ago when we left for Florida that he got pulled over for swerving when we were less than 5 minutes away from my house. That was a great way to start off the trip. Another time on vacation, my dad was trying to be funny, as he often does, ended up backfiring on him. We were on a cruise for spring break, since the rooms were small, my dad and brother had a room, and then my mom, my sister, and I had a room. My dad thought it would be really funny if he and my brother put on robes and towels on their heads and came into the girls' room. Well, it was really funny seeing my dad and brother dressed like they just came from the spa parading into our room. What was even funnier was that the door to their room locked behind them. The joke was really on my dad when we had to get the person from the front desk to come open his door for him, while my dad waited in the hall dressed in a towel and robe. My last vacation story about my dad took place a year ago when my brother, my dad, and I were in Louisville for a volleyball tournament. We got back from dinner one night and we're heading to the elevator when my dad said to us, "Guys, wait here, I'm going to do something really funny." My brother and I rolled our eyes and sat down while my dad climbed in the elevator. About 5 minutes later, this is so funny, the elevator comes back down and my dad is standing in there with a man who looks confused. My brother and I got in the elevator and my dad started crying. He was laughing so hard. In a nutshell, my dad's game plan was to ride the elevator up, then lay on the floor with his eyes closed, looking like he died or something, so that when the elevator came back down and opened, he would be lying like that in front of my brother and me. Well, unfortunately for my dad, he really got into it and laid down and had his eyes closed, not knowing that the elevator was going up instead of down. So the man walked in to find my dad lying on the floor of the elevator, probably scared him to death because he shook him and asked if he was okay. I guess if my dad really wanted to execute this plan, he could have looked at the screen with up and down arrow to see if he was even heading the right direction. To this day, that still makes me laugh. As I said earlier, my dad loves holidays, and Christmas is probably his favorite. His favorite movie is Christmas Vacation, and I think he secretly wants to be Clark Griswold. This past Christmas, my dad had us all dying laughing while he did his very own performance to Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. Unfortunately, this was the first time my brother's girlfriend met the family, and she hasn't been around much since then. Scary as it is to say, my dad and I are very similar. We are both mathletes, and which everyone else in our family makes fun of us for. We also love to challenge each other in the game of Scrabble, which everyone else in our family hates playing with us. My dad and I also love tradition. One of our favorites is eating leftover pumpkin pie with 7-Up to drink the day after Thanksgiving and Christmas. I'm not exactly sure how this got started, but we look forward to it every year. Next year is going to be hard being away from my family in college. Luckily, I will be going to Mizzou, and I know I can count on my dad being at every game wearing his tiger tail tied to his shorts, as he did at the Illini game this year. I'm excited for college, but I think my dad is even more excited for me. Dad, thank you for everything you have given me. I could not ask for a better father or friend. You are so fun to be with, and you always know how to lighten the mood in any situation. I can't wait to dance tonight with you, just like we did when I was little and made you reenact Tales All This Time with me over and over again in my bell dress. You're the best person in the world. I love you.